Okay, welcome again for second part of lecture 3. We had a great and nice, discussion for our modern, pyramid, and we really enjoy how we move from one. I draw from this direction. Physical world to the cyber world, physical world, cyber world, to make a very unique and automatic actions. Okay, let's little bit more, some more technical explanation in coming slide. So in this section, we are going to break down how, this modern, modern pyramid, which move from raw data to insightful decision making, this can be in the practical context, particularly for e-commerce platform, to understand and to know how these sort of platform handle massive influx of real data and how they manage it. So I'm going to talk a little bit technically and try to little bit talk about some platform names to make you a little bit more understand, because you are an engineer, right? So in the data part, we will have, collecting raw data like user click, browsing pattern, and purchases for e-commerce. So Apache Kafka, this is the distributed streaming platform that allows you to collect, store, process event data in the real world, such as user interaction on the website. So this is the example. Google Cloud Pub and Sub, similar Kafka, Pub and Sub helps a real-time event ingestion where data like user behavior flows continuously and it is ready for processing. This is one tool used for this data level. Amazon S3, this is where the raw data can be stored at the scale, acting as a data lake that hold unprocessed information. And MongoDB, most of you know about that. MongoDB, this is NoSQL database, perfect for storing unstructured data. We will talk later type of data, like structured data, like unstructured data. MongoDB, because structured data is easy to manage. Unstructured data means no structure. Like what? Like logs, log file. Those log files, user behavior that doesn't fit into traditional relational database. Now you understood when we are talking raw data, which tools we can think about it. Once we collect data, we need to organize. So let's see to organize and clean it so it can be analyzed, right? These were tools for data transformation come into play. What is that? Like Apache Spark. We are trying to make information using Apache Spark. Spark is used for cleaning and structuring raw data. In this semester, we will try to touch this one. Practically do with some hands-on practice. So, Spark using for organizing raw data, transferring into the more structured format that we can query and analyze in. Also, our lecture we touch Hadoop. We're dealing with a huge data set that need to be processed across clusters. Hadoop provides framework for distributed data storage and processing. There is another platform for the information part is the Tableau and Power BI. These are visualization tools. Is the BI, it is the business intelligence. So this allows you to make sense of data trend by creating report and graphs and dashboard. This helps in translating structured data to the actionable insight. So Power BI is for very useful. SQL database like PostgreSQL or MySQL used for querying organized data. SQL database, what we use SQL database to extract meaningful information from a structured data set. So as we saw, different tools for data and information. So let's dive into knowledge part. In the knowledge part, as we explain data structure, we are starting extracting deeper insight and pattern that allow us to understand the user behavior. Let's check some tools. Google BigQuery. This is the powerful cloud-based data warehouse where we can run large-scale queries to gain insight from the organized data. This is the point. You know Python. This semester we will use Python and R. Both programming language are fundamental for data analyzing and modeling. This Python has some library like Pandas and Scikit-learn. We will touch in this semester. We will do some practical hands-on practice. So Pandas using for data manipulation. Scikit-learn for building machine learning and AI models are widely used in this stage in the knowledge base. AWS Athena, it allows you to run SQL queries on your data stored in the Amazon S3 in the last section we talk without needing to set up complex infrastructure. Another tools for the knowledge part is the Jupyter notebooks. This is a particular tool for interactive data analyzing and model building, allowing data scientists to experiment with a different data model and techniques in the real time. Wow. Jupyter. So let's dive into wisdom. So in the wisdom, in this stage, AI techniques such as machine learning come into play. At this stage, AI coming, we will see, we will touch. So in this stage, we are not just understanding data, but predicting future behavior and making intelligent recommendations. Yeah. Let's go TensorFlow. We will touch in this semester if we have enough time. TensorFlow and PyTorch, these are the leading AI framework using creating complex machine learning model, such as recommendation system. For example, they can build models to predict which products users are most likely to buy. Amazon, SageMaker, a cloud service that makes it easier to build, train, deploy machine learning model at the scale. Because it is automated most workflows from data preparation to development. Google AI. These tools enable large-scale training of the machine learning models and can handle everything from data ingestion to deploying recommendation engine. Scikit-learn for higher weight machine learning. This is more intelligent, more AI based here. This is just for in this that part we try to building machine learning model, which is starting for this part. So for a light weight for our website in the front end, a machine learning task, we need a scikit-learn because it is often used to build classification and recommendation models such as collaborative filtering algorithm. This is very useful. We will touch practically. XGBoost and LightGBM. This is just libraries are highly efficient for prediction tasks and are commonly used in the e-commerce platform to predict user action based on what? Based on historical data. So let's go a little bit more about optimization. This is the time to act insights we are gathered in the where, in the wisdom and insight section in the optimization. Optimization involves ensuring the recommendations are not just made but are efficiently implemented and refined at the maximum impact. Let's see some tools. Google Analytics and Adobe Analytics. These tools are used to track how the user interact with the recommended product. They provided metrics. You give the metrics for what? For click-through rate, engagement, conversion rate. That is helpful for refining recommendation process. Google Click. Optimizely. This is the A and B testing platform. What? Because this allows us to test different recommendation strategy under real users and optimize the experience in the real-time based data. Amazon AWS personalize. This is, we are talking about the optimization. This is fully managed service from Amazon personalized recommendation in the real world. Learning from each user interaction and improving over time to increase the conversion rate. This Google Optimize. These tools personalize the user experience and optimize the timing and placement of recommendation to ensure that users are more likely to engage with the suggested products. That's why we use the optimize and we call it, this name is optimization. Mostly the even name of software, Optimizely or Google Optimize. The last one, example for Airflow, Apache Airflow. For workflow automations, Airflow manages entire recommendation process and try to scheduling where and how recommendations are delivered. It ensures that optimization runs smoothly, refining the process based on the real-time feedback. So this is based on real-time feedback. So as you see here that each of these tools play specific roles in helping us moving through the, that DIKW pyramid from raw data collection to actionable optimization. So by using these AI and big data tools efficiently, the tools I mentioned, companies can process enormous amount of the information, then gain valuable insight and implement personalized data-driven recommendations that improve user engagement and business outcome. When we say like program data structure plus algorithm, this formula mentioned by Nicholas Witt, who invented Pascal programming language, we try to combine this with the pyramid. So some question come here. How does this equation fit into modern AI and big data system? This is the question we try to answer today. This equation and pyramid. Pause the video, please. How this equation, fit to the modern AI and big data system. This is the big questions. Try to explain how this equation to can use for AI and big data, because AI and big data is our classes, right? So answer is Data structure store and organize data efficiently, while algorithm process data to extract meaning insight. Together they can form the backbone of the AI-driven decision making. So this is the for now is enough. Let's talk more detail about this important point in the coming slide. Just shortly, we talk about the data, signal and noise. You can read later, just summarizing here. And then in the information organized and useful, we try to contextualize, we talk enough, then synthesize, and then optimization. For each one, I categorize definition, purpose, challenges. You can pause the video and read it. I quickly pass to save time. Okay. Let's talk that this slide what begins to tell us what. Let's back to the fundamental concept I already explained from the previous slide and also a little bit in the last lecture 2. We try to talk about how problem in the real world, in the physical world, are taken into the cyber world to be solved more efficiently, right? When we transfer real world problem into the digital realm, they essentially, become a computational task that the computer can process. These tasks are structured in the form of the programs. Wow. So the problems in the physical world go to the 2P, 1P here, 1P here. Problem to program. These tasks are structured in the form of program. So let's dive into the core equation proposed by famous computer scientist Mr. Wirch about this equation. What does this equation means? Let's break it down. One is data structures. This is the first part of equation, right? In any program, data structure is the way we organize and store data in the memory. I'm going to little bit talk. Maybe you didn't take data structure class. Data structure is like a foundation of building. When we make a building, without a solid structure, building cannot stand, of course. Where it is e-commerce platform organizing product, listing, or healthcare system structure, patient record, data are building block of efficient and functional program. If I give you one example, in a shopping cart system, when we shopping carts, right? A list or array can store, this is name of data structure, the items to the customer. Which item? The item they want to buy. Data structure like arrays, linked lists, and trees, this is the names of the data structure, can help manage and organize this information efficiently so that operation like adding, removing, searching for product can be done quickly. This is the meaning of data structure. Simply, one course classes I explain shortly here. Second part, algorithm. Algorithm, what is algorithm? A set of step-by-step instruction and procedures that program follows to solve the problem and complete the task, right? In our shopping carts example, an algorithm would handle the process of the calculating total price of the items in the cart or apply any discounts. This is some algorithm. How touch to data, this is algorithm. How organize data, this is data structure. Algorithm dictate how we proceed data storage in the data structure. Dictate. Give order. Whether we are storing a list of items by price or filtering the result based on the availability. It is algorithm that decide how the data is manipulated. This can be simple as adding two numbers or very complex, very complex sometimes. As a training, a machine learning or massive data set. So as when we take a real world problem, such as booking a flight, recommendation a product, or even navigating self-driving car, moving to cyber world, we bring that problem as a that problem to program. So we bring that problem, we bring to the program. How? Then this program, one section is a data structure. We organize data algorithm which process the data to achieve the desired result. So, for example, when you search in a flight on the travel website, the website uses data structure to store available flights and algorithm to sort those flights by price or duration. The combination of these two components, the store is data structure and process, that gives us a result we see on the screen. This is the result of program. So what happened? I'm giving you 1 point. We understood, DIKW pyramid. Now we talk about this formula. In the next slide, I'm going to, said that let me combine this formula with the pyramid concept. That makes very interesting, issue. I'm sure you encourage until here of a slide to know how we combine this formula with DIK pyramid. And you may ask why we need to combine. I will give you many, great concepts. So can you imagine what I'm going to show? Yes, tell me. 1, 2, 3. Wow. So here, very nice program formula. We said data plus algorithm. We want to bring fit to this. You never saw any document. If you found it, please send me that document. The way I am explaining, very unique. This is my whole research concept. I try to fit many concepts and mix together. So that, earlier in the lecture, we mentioned how real-world problems get solved in the cyber world. This is exactly what Mr. Wirch equation encapsulates through that formula. Encapsulate two concepts, D and A. When we take a complex real-world task and translate it into, because when you are going to be AI, you should be able to manage very complex tasks. Then you need to bring into the program. We are essentially breaking into data set that represent problems variable and algorithm that process those variables to provide a solution. So very nice hint. When we bring the, this is physical world to cyber world. When we try to bring the problem, we use this formula technique. We break down those problems into data structure, which that data structure shows that problem's variables. And also break down to the algorithm shows process of those variables. If we do this, we will provide a solution. Let me give you one example. Think of a navigation application like Google Maps. In the physical world, we went to find the fastest route from point A to B. From point A to B. In the real world, I want to find the data structure. In this case, might represent road as a graph. So the question comes, maybe in the exam I ask you give an example and tell us what is the data structure. For example, finding the shortest path. So data structure in this case might represent road as a graph, with each road being a node and each intersection a connection. This is the data structure. What is the algorithm? The algorithm then calculates the shortest path, taking into account traffic condition and other variables. The program as a whole, combining both. So when we bring the program here, combining both data structure here and algorithm. To what? To give us most optimized route. So this is the power of the cyber world, and additionally AI, because it allows us to make massive amount of data and apply sophisticated algorithm to deliver actionable result faster and more accurately that could done manually. So to sum of Nicholas' rich equation reminds this equation for us that the heart of each program, like balance between how data is structured and how data is processed. This is the heart of the program. These two elements work together to turn complex real-world problem into efficient and automated solution in the cyber world. Yes. Bring to the place that AI and big data, which play a very significant role for that. So, this is very important moment to show how, can you tell me, please stop it, how program has a D and A, data structure and algorithm. How I can fit to this whole, pyramid. This is very important. In the next slide, I will talk about that one. And if I tell that one, the section 1 will be finished. So it's very important. You never saw. For the first time in the world, I will show very interesting thing. How a program combined with a DIKW. Please stop it. 1, 2, ready? 3. Wow. Wow, you can see very nice figures I designed by myself. I spent too much time. Please respect and study very well how variable these slides are. And so think about this one. And because I'm going to talk a lot about this slide, how component of this slide and how it is useful. So that's why I think just shortly explain and in detail for the next part. Time coming to the around the 40 minutes. Last video was long, so for this video I a little bit decrease. So please pay attention what is happening here. And after this section of this video, think deeply, then go for the part 3 of lecture 3. So you can see algorithm come touch this part from here to here. And data touch here and here. Both talk program, So program totally match to the pyramid. Wow, wonderful. So we will talk about detail, every piece of information. Please pay attention as your practice, class practice. Think about what does it mean. We already talked about the every every words here has a meaning. So please attention. Look at here, direction of this arrow, this learning. Try to search what is the explicit meaning, what is the implicit meaning. Why AI algorithm here? Here is a low part going up. So what's happening? What I am trying to say? I spent hours and hours to edit this one within long time. So for designing this, hours and hours, for many times I thought, and I use my 25 years experience to design this figure. This is very valuable. You should know the value of this flowchart. So I will explain this modern program enriched model. I call it program enriched DIKW model. This is wonderful. Later on, I am sure this lecture make wonderful change in your mind. You will remember these lectures. Okay, let's finish for now, and then continue for section part 3 of lecture 3 in the coming video.